Hey guys, it's Jake. Let's talk about the mistakes I've made, the ones that cost me time, money, and headaches. I'm sharing these fails to highlight the truth and reality of this business. Learning by trial and error is the best way to learn and improve. But if you can learn these mistakes before they happen, well, that's even better. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make business decisions you wish you hadn't. I know I have. And that's all okay. You literally have to fail to then not fail. That is an absolute fact of life that you cannot avoid. Mistake number one, not respecting your product enough. This is overlooked sometimes, and I get it. You have the brand name, the brand theme or vision, you got a cool marketing idea, a cool photo shoot idea. Your mind is racing with how you're going to make your business and brand look cool, but is your product good enough to even be placed in your brand? Think about it. Your mind, your brain makes the idea of your brand pretty damn sick. But is your product even good enough to be in that vision that you see as being sick? I'd find myself working on a hoodie or a shirt and be satisfied with it. I close my Illustrator file and start thinking about the photo shoot, the location, the studio, the props, the background, the equipment. And once that's all ready, I open up my file again to place my sample or bulk order, and it just looks and feels different. I feel different about the design I just made. It looks off to me, it looks janky, it looks not up to my standards anymore. This could be in a few weeks, a month, maybe a few days. First of all, this happens all the time when you sit on an idea for too long. You come back later and your taste has changed a bit. Your standards and expectations have skewed and the once satisfying graphic is now to you. And that in itself is a whole different video, but the sentiment is the same. Your product needs to match the effort and standards of the rest of your business. A good product makes the business easier because if a product is great and can sell itself or is easily communicable, you don't need much marketing power behind it. Take Scrub Daddy, for example. A weak product makes the business harder. You're really trying to find or push how good the product is, so you really spend lots of time on marketing and communication to basically convince people why it's good. Sometimes all it takes is a few more days or that extra week to fine-tune what you're making or designing that can push it past mediocre and get into being a good product. A good product is subjective, of course, but we're humans. In our brains, we can tell if something looks good or sounds good or tastes good. We have these untrained metrics our brains check for to get a desired and satisfied outcome. Sometimes a great product is the difference between spending $10,000 and having tons of inventory left and spending $7,000 and almost selling out. Also, side note, selling out is dope and great and everyone wants the perfect case scenario, but if that's all you chase, you'll be depressed and be really discouraged if it never happens. Do some math and give yourself a month or so to sell out of your inventory when you're first starting out. You need a foundation or a bomb-ass product to sell out consistently. Why do you think fashion houses spend half a year to make a seasonal collection of dozens of products with hundreds or thousands of units each? They don't count on selling out. They count on selling tons of units every day to make their money back, then profit through the coming weeks and months. Selling out is amazing, but don't get hung up on it or it'll destroy your esteem and confidence. Okay, back to the main point. Here's some questions to ask yourself. Will I still be proud of this in a month? A year? Would I wear this piece consistently in my wardrobe rotation? Would other people wear it consistently in their wardrobe rotation? Am I just following a hype trend, or is this a classic, well thought out piece? Am I doing something someone else already did? If I did, am I straight copying it, or did I remix it enough and put my spin on it? Can this shirt, hoodie, or idea be improved? Make sure you're completely satisfied with your design before placing the sample order or the bulk production order. If you can't seem to get your clothing mockup looking right, or you have an idea but you're not exactly sure how to put it into your mockup, I may have something that could benefit you. Check out my Seaggs Vector mockup pack, downloaded by over 50,000 people. You'll get 2,100 clothing templates, all kinds of clothing and shoes too. You get so much control with these vector mockups. You can modify every line, every button, every color, every shape to make exactly what you want. Look at all these mockups I've made for any brand, for any theme, all done with my vector mockups. And now you can have an easier time designing clothes. I have tons more of examples on my Instagram as well as design tutorials on my YouTube. And if you're not the best at designing and want a crash course on how to design clothes like these, check out my new mockup design class. You get 2 hours of me showing you everything I use to design all my clothes, and 1 hour Q&A where you can ask me literally anything. You can even share your screen and I can help you design whatever you're working on live right then and there. If that's not for you either, then you can hire me and my team to make all the mockups for you. You can handle the business side of things. Just wanted to shout out myself for a minute. Back to the video. Mistake number 2, believing paid ads will always save the day. This was something that I learned in retrospect over time through trial and error. It's not something you immediately observe. I noticed this present in 2 forms. 1, I post something on Instagram and immediately start running ads. Or 2, I post something on Instagram and it runs organically When I notice the growth drop or stop, I then start ads to revitalize the post. Either way, the aim is to get more people to see your content. In social media, people vote with their eyes. Okay, so in either situation, the post isn't doing too hot, so I start running ads to hope it boosts the views, engagement, shares, or website visits, if you want people to visit the website at this time. If your post would do maybe 2,000 views organically in, let's say, 4 weeks, that's not good. If it's not deemed valuable by the market, i.e. Instagram's algorithm, then it's not the best piece of content, so why throw money at a pile of poop that people would rarely glance at? Also note, the way IG algorithm works, simply put, it pushes your content to a small packet of people. I don't know the exact amount, let's just say 100 people at first. It'll see who engages with it, stays looking at it longer, shares it, likes it, comments on it, then it'll find more people like those people and send out more packets. These are called lookalike audiences. If your post isn't doing objectively well, paying for ads isn't the smartest thing to do. It's still a pile of poop. If you're paying $5 to $10 a day for 4 weeks, you'd be spending about $140 to $280 a month, which isn't crazy expensive, but it can be substantial if you're just starting out or you're really trying to use your capital wisely. And you want to be wise and responsible with your money. You should be aiming for that clarity and confidence when doing business. What I should have done instead, spent that money on more productive things, better tested content, sampling clothing, bulk orders, studio time, photo shoots, styling, graphic designers, website work. Spend more time making more content, then posting said content and checking organic stats first. Or posting content as a trial post and seeing how it does with cold audiences first. Cold audiences are basically people who haven't really interacted with your brand or account before. You want to focus on the core issues at hand to make the best possible output, then skyrocket it with ads to boost it even further. If you're throwing paid ads and paid boosts at non-engaging content, yeah, you'll see some views, but it won't be nearly as much as putting ads on winning content. Ads on a bad piece of content could increase view count by, let's say, 10,000 people in 5 days. But paid ads on a good piece of content could increase by, let's say, 60,000 views in 5 days. A certain percentage of people are going to engage and enjoy the content. More people will like the good piece of content, you pay for ads, more people see it, higher percentage of people enjoying it with the good piece of content, thus the way higher increase in views with the ads for the better piece of content. Mistake number 3, rushing with optimism. Never assume. Try to be calculated and figure things out before they happen, and make sure you're as confident as you can be and genuinely happy with what you made. You want to move fast in business, but you can't make decisions and spend money all willy-nilly. And this is something you'll get better at over time, so just trust the process. Here's some areas where you can slow down and spend more time refining. You can refine your graphics and designs for your clothing, your photo shoot direction. You can refine your creative direction of brand as a whole and making sure your products fit into that mold. If they don't, then you need to fix the products or fix the creative direction. You can refine your content for your target market, your website layout and aesthetic. You can refine your logo and brand name for when you're absolutely just starting out. Your standards are your standards, and they are subjective. You may think something is really cool, but other people may not, and that's okay. They're not your ideal target market. Just keep pursuing your ideal standard and what you think makes a good piece of clothing. The right people will find you and enjoy you. I also want to quickly mention I started a brand new school with Jack from Pythia. We have tons of classrooms explaining the basics of design, marketing, LLCs and taxes, cut and sew, manufacturing, tech packing, email blasting, running ads, and so much more. The game changer with this school community is that when you socialize and talk and share feedback and support, you level up and unlock all these classes. When you engage and like other people's posts and content, and vice versa to you, you get points to level up and unlock all the knowledge and experience we bring to this community. My favorite classroom is the weekly recordings here, because this is the absolute best part of our school community. Every week, Jack and I will be hosting a 90-minute Q&A Zoom call to every member. You get 90 minutes to ask us anything. Ask us about starting a brand, how to fulfill orders, how to get a business license, how to market. Show us what you're making and we can review it or give feedback. Anything you want for 90 minutes. And membership is only $32 a month for the first 50 people, then the price will increase. And that's like 2 to 3 Starbucks coffees per month. If this is something you're interested in, check out the school link in the description below. Back to the video. Mistake number 4, underestimating visual marketing. The landscape of video content for clothing brands has exponentially gotten more and more competitive. You can get a lot done with a good smartphone and free editing software, but nowadays you have brands spending thousands of dollars, even dozens of thousands of dollars on sets, actors, high-end camera equipment, all the bells and whistles to make cinematic masterpieces to represent their brand image and their brand identity. That stuff really actually works and it's memorable. Being memorable is the key to all of this. Good things are memorable. Truth be told, you don't need all the bells and whistles, but it is a good goalpost to shoot for eventually. Having a good idea, a smartphone, and some creativity is all you really need in the beginning. Many brands, even big ones, make cheap costing promos all the time, and you can too. But that doesn't mean it should be boring. Think out of the box video ideas, use memes, be funny, be ironic, be theatrical, be shocking. Use an old marketing format from decades ago that was used by a shaving cream commercial, I don't know. There's new ways to present anything all the time. You just gotta do research and think how you want your product or brand to be presented. Mistake number 5, financials. I used to make all my purchases on my personal Chase debit card. My bank statements were a mess. Think about how many accounts you have right now where money is potentially going in and out. Here are all of my accounts that I use right now. My personal debit card with my personal checking account, my personal credit card, my business Amex Gold for ad spend, my business Amex Platinum for physical purchases like clothing bulks and samples, business Chase account with the Chase business card, but I don't really use it. I use my Amex and then pay it off with my Chase business account. I have PayPal for business transactions. I have my Amazon account for personal and business, an Apple Wallet for personal and business stuff, a Zelle for personal and business things. I try to keep everything organized in my business checking account with my Amexes, but like if someone wants to buy a shirt or a hat from you and you're at a party or at each other's house, give them your Zelle, give them your Apple Wallet, your PayPal, whatever it is. Do the accounting later, just make it easy. We pay for and receive things in so many ways. You gotta really know what's going on with your money and be confident it's organized for you so that you can understand it to make the best financial decisions possible. It also really helps come tax season if you're doing your own taxes or if you're paying a tax professional to do it for you. They will appreciate your organization too. Here's how to start your financial literacy. Open a personal checking account. All incoming money except business should go here. Open a business checking account. All incoming business money goes into this business checking account. Now open a separate personal credit card account. On personal purchases, always use this card and pay it off with money from your personal checking account. The bank app allows you to sync bank accounts with the routing and account number. It's super easy. Whatever money is coming in from your job, family, business, friends, whatever, it should be going into a checking account. This is like your hub account. Open a separate business credit card account. Use this to buy things for your business. Pay for sampling, bulk orders, freelancers, ad spend, anything that's money out for your business. I really recommend you hire a tax professional at least once for one tax year so you can see how they want your information and how they organize it. You can keep using the tax professional or don't use them again and take away from that experience how to organize and sort your transactions. You'll know how to categorize your statement transactions like subscriptions, office supplies, gas for your car, manufacturing, ad spend, freelance work, and so on. They have lots of little categories that you should be aware of. I really do recommend you get a professional, but it still is beneficial to know what's going on in your financials. This part of business is really annoying and can be stressful, but that's business, baby. Mistake number 6, only thinking short term. This is how you get discouraged and quit. You try and put some work in. It doesn't go exactly how you imagine. You burn out, you overthink, you don't get that quick ROI you were imagining, and then you quit. It happens all the time. I've been there myself. It ended up not being quitting because I stuck through it, but feeling discouraged and needing to step away or take breaks will happen. But you can't take a break forever. You can't fail if you don't quit. This isn't a sprint, it's absolutely a marathon. You may see brands that seem to blow up so fast, and that can be kind of true, but it's 99% due to the crazy hard work behind the scenes and them making all the right decisions. That should not be your benchmark. It'll kill your drive and motivation, and you'll always compare yourself, which is not healthy at all. You need to realize this is a business. Businesses take time. There's ups and downs, and you need to expect that. If you can't commit to something that you know is going to be hard and a journey, then running a business is not for you. Like, just deal with it, Enjoy it. Nothing good is ever always easy. Good things take work. You need to nurture things to be really good. The best of anything is the result of someone sitting down and thinking and executing something to be great, and that planning period and thinking period was not easy. Priceless artwork, sculptures, beautiful chapels and cathedrals, a Porsche 911 Turbo, your iPhone, your Honda Civic, everything great came from years of turmoil to get it right. And that's the video. Come back whenever you want a refresher or write all these points down and check them every once in a while. At the end of the day, I want you to enjoy what you're doing, whatever it is. If you're selling lashes, if you're selling t-shirts, enjoy the ride, embrace turmoil, and be adaptive and accepting of obstacles in your business and personal life. You will be a lot healthier, I promise you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my digital brand tools. They'll make your life way easier. And check out my design classes and tech pack classes. If you want to learn how I design and how I go about creating collections of clothing, you can check those out. Or if you want to stick to just the business side and don't want to deal with all the design rigmarole, we have Mockup and tech pack services for that too, where me and my team personally do all the design work for you. See ya.